Okay, it's Tuesday, November 11th. I'm going to try this again. I was going to post a vlog about browsing through Craigslist ads and the funny things you see, but apparently I ran over 10 minutes, and that is a big no-no on YouTube. They won't let you do that, so I better shut up and get to it, right? Okay, the first ad I'm going to read from, and these are all from the men seeking men section of Craigslist. It says, the title is Save the Drama for Your Mama. Friends, LTR, FBs. Which I didn't really realize what FB is what he meant at first. Apparently that's fuck buddies. So that says, looking for friends that could turn into maybe more. Not looking to play games or any drama. Be honest and straightforward, and most of all, have your shit together. Oh, and mature helps too. I'm a guy who happens to like other guys. Not into the gay scene. I'm pretty easygoing and can have fun doing almost anything. I like to kiss, make out, oral, jack off. Not really into fucking. Please have a pick. Let's see what happens. I guess what struck me with this ad, and it's not necessarily so true with this one, but I do see ads sometimes where people are like supposedly looking for just to, make friends or whatever, but then they talk about what they get into, like, kissing, making out, oral, jacking off. And it just seems kind of funny because he says he's looking for friends, possible long-term relationship, and then fuck buddies. I'm like, okay, dude, you need to decide what you're looking for because that's just all over the place. And the same thing goes for ads on Manhunt, which is another site where you post profiles or your profile and pictures, and it's kind of a step down or up, however you want to look at it, from gay.com, which it's a little trashier. Like I don't think many people go there looking for friends. But what I find really funny is when someone has their in their profile, they say they're not looking for sex, that they're only looking for friends, they're only into dating, and yet they have a picture of their cock posted, or they have their ass hanging wide open. I'm like, that's not really that friendly. I don't want to be friends with your ass. If you're really looking for friends, why do you have pictures like that posted? So yeah. Okay, next ad. Sexy guy in panties. Here's what I want. I come over to your place where I slip into some sexy panties, bra, and hose. You rub your hands all over my trim young body before laying me down on the bed. You start rubbing my cock through my panties, seeing it get harder. You play with my balls and massage my taint. I have no idea what a taint is. I guess he's talking about his ass. It sounds kind of gross. Then you slip a condom on my dick and start to suck me. While doing that, you slide a finger up my ass. Then you make me come the hardest I've ever come. Or do you have another idea? Yeah, the whole thing with panties, I guess some guys are into that. I never got that though. If you're a guy who's into guys, why would you be into wearing panties or being with a guy who wears panties? I'm like, why don't you just date a fucking girl if that's what you're into? The one thing I do appreciate this ad though is when he talks about getting sexual, he says put a condom on my dick, and that's actually really safe sex. And a lot of people are like oral is okay. Oral is, it's definitely probably safer, but it's not, you can still get things through unprotected oral sex. So it is kind of nice that you see just a random ad on Craigslist where someone's like, yeah, let's use a condom even for oral, because come on, like most people don't do that, even though they do know that they probably should, especially if they're meeting strangers online. Okay, the next ad. Let's piss up each other's butts. You are HIV negative, STD free, like myself. Come with a full bladder. I piss up your butt, you piss up mine. First time to do this, so inexperienced and curious is perfect. Okay, I don't know if it's really his first time to do this because he seems to know exactly what he wants. Apparently, piss is, pretty sterile, but like pissing up someone's butt, that sounds kind of non-hygienic and gross. Yeah, beyond the piss stuff in this ad, it's like you are HIV negative, STD free like myself. The thing that kind of bothers me about that is God's law, and if you're depending on some God just telling you that he's negative and then you like think it's okay to kind of do things that are not necessarily safe, then you're kind of stupid because so many guys don't know their status. Gods do lie about it. They're not always forthcoming. And I guess my whole thing with this is just be careful. I'm like, I would much rather, meet up, not necessarily hook up or whatever, but yeah, even hook up with a guy who's like very forthcoming and tells me, hey, I'm positive, as opposed to these guys that you meet who are just kind of shady and aren't necessarily forthcoming with information because you just I'd much rather be with a guy who's HIV positive and who's honest about it than a guy who is shady and lies or doesn't even know his status. Okay, next ad. Top pussy. Bottom with super top pussy needs older man with big fat cock too. I'm not even gonna read the rest, cause just the title, top pussy. I'm like, you're a man, you don't have a pussy. And any guy out there who's into little pussy boys, or any guy who's like, come, fuck my pussy, I'm just like, are you kidding? We're men looking for men. Like, why do you think that's attractive? Why do you think, feminizing yourself? I mean, I guess some people are into that, and I shouldn't judge, but it just seems kind of weird to me, like, to be a gay man and find so many gay guys who like refer to their body parts as their pussy, and just in the female way. That's just kind of weird. I want a guy. And that's all. I'm not gonna read any more of these ads. But the only other comment I'm gonna have is on Craigslist and other sites like Gay.com, Manhunt. You see a lot of ads of guys looking for straight guys. They're only into straight guys, and I just find that really bizarre because I'm like, dude, chances are if a guy's straight, he's not gonna be browsing the men seeking men section of Craigslist. And if he comes over and you suck his dick, or he sucks your dick, whatever, if he does anything with you and you're a man, he's not exactly straight. So this whole like, oh, I'm only into straight guys is kind of bullshit. Okay, that's all I have to say about Craigslist. It's not always the best way to meet people, but sometimes there's not a lot of good ways to meet people. So that's why I browse through Craigslist. Now, I do like the misconnections section. So anyone out there who wants to post a misconnection from me, I'd be very happy because as of yet, no one's ever been, looking for me and like, oh, hey, cool bearded guy, I saw you on the train on your way to Columbia where you work, blah blah blah. So yeah, I would really get kicks if I was someone's misconnection. Okay,